Okay, everybody, this is Sacred Identity again. We're moving right along as we're trying to look at who are you and who you belong to. We've come a long way down the road, have we not? First of all, I want you to make sure if you're looking on YouTube to please view this, whether you liked it or what have you, and then subscribe to this, okay? We're continuing to talk again about who you are as a woman and what it actually means again for all those in your life to be able to go forward in life, to know the way, to have this life, and it's got to be built on truth. That's what we've been talking about, okay, in the last video session. And so I just want to follow up with that today again as we go forward. Then you got to be kept, and the truth can keep you. See, if you don't walk in the truth, you really can't be kept. That's why we go throughout life stumbling and falling all over the place, because again, we're not walking in truth, the real truth that comes spiritually from God, that helps us make sense of all this stuff out here in the world. There's a whole lot of lies going on. If you want to really make some truth and find the truth and understand the truth and know the truth, you got to go higher. Spiritual truth. Spiritual truth helps you understand this mess out here in the world. And so you want to be kept, right? So I want to ask you some questions about being kept. And I want you to, think about this for a while, okay? Who keeps you? Who really keeps you? You think you keep yourself? The next question is, do you really want to be kept? Do you want to be kept? That's a question that you got to really ask yourself. Do you really want to be kept? Then you got to figure out who's keeping you. You need to check those people out, and you might need to check yourself out. Do you need to be kept from yourself? Sometimes we are our own worst enemy. We really can't keep ourselves. We blame everybody else, but it's really look in the mirror and look, we're facing right back at ourselves, and we really are doing some things to not keep ourselves from your negative self. Are you too negative? From your unforgiving self? Are you unwilling to forgive? From your mean self? Are you just downright plain mean? We've all been there, right? Who keeps you from you? I had to answer that for myself. Who keeps me from me? When I feel like losing my mind, when you feel like losing your mind, who keeps you? When people are not kind to you, who keeps you from coming right back on them, not saying a kind thing? That's real hard, isn't it? Can you stay sane? Can you remain content? Not wanting to vent. Oh yeah, we want to vent when we're in the flesh. We want to vent. We want to do all of this. So you know that you need to be kept. I know that I need to be kept. And I know, again, I've allowed my flesh, you allow your flesh to not keep us when we really need to be kept. And we're walking in lies then, most of the time. Who keeps you when you want to give up? Have you ever wanted to give up? Huh? Yeah. There was a time in my life, yeah, isn't that something I wanted to give up? Oh, when you see no way out, who keeps you? When you're living in doubt, there's a whole lot going around today where we can doubt a whole lot of things. Came with this coronavirus season that's going on, unemployment that's going on, all the protests that are going on, things across the world. I mean, there's a lot going on. Who keeps you when you're living in doubt? Do you want to be kept? Again, that's the question again. Do you want to be kept? Do you need to be kept? Well, I can easily answer that. I need to be kept. It's more than just I want to be kept. I need to be kept. I've come to the understanding that I need to be kept. And that's why you've got to come to the understanding, realize too, that you need to be kept, because we really can't keep ourselves. I don't care how smart we think we are, how much we think we know. We need somebody to keep us from losing our way, from losing your way. You know, sometimes we just don't want to stay somewhere, and we do need to go. We do need to go from some places we may be when life gets hard. Who keeps you? When things get tough, can you keep yourself without falling? I have fallen. And I'm
It's
sure
14 hours.
you have fallen too. From falling prey again to everything that's out here in this world. And then another day comes and you're trying to be kept again. Who keeps you? That's the key question. Who keeps you from lashing out? Oh, it's a lot to lash out about, isn't it? From fighting back. Oh, yeah, we want to fight, don't we? Oh, it's a lot to fight about today. From getting revenge. Oh, yeah. Have you ever wanted to get revenge when people have done you wrong? Have let you down? Have come up against you? Can you win? Try to take things into your own hand? Or will you lose? We usually lose. We do lose when we take things into our own hands without fully understanding again what we need to do. You know, the flesh will have us doing all kind of things. You know, we'll be using the tactics of the unskilled. Oh, who keeps you when you can't pay your bills? This unemployment situation is really hard for a lot of people now. You know, when you can't pay your bill, who keeps you? Who keeps you from going astray? Who keeps you from losing your way? I talked about the way, truth, and life, and how our Creator shows us the way, but we got to deal with the truth because He's about the truth. And then we can have that abundant life and not just live, not just exist. Getting even, again, we realize, you know, we can't pay back somebody else. A whole lot of times we want to pay back somebody and get in our way, but that won't help. Who keeps you when you fall? Who picked you up when you fail? You know, I have had a whole lot of falls out here by tripping over things and that kind of thing. And yeah, I picked myself back up, but I mean really fall. When you're falling, you know, when they say again, sometimes we go to the bottom, the end, and we don't see any way up. You know, the word rock bottom sometimes. Have you ever been rock bottom in your life? In different times, in different situations? Who picked you up when you were weak? Because we ain't always been strong. I don't care how much we work out and think, oh, we're strong, we're strong, we're strong in the physical sense. But that's got nothing to do with real strength. Because a whole lot of strong people kill themselves every day, you know? Who kept you strong when you were wrong? You know, you couldn't stand there and hold on to that pride. You had to let that pride go. Because that pride, you know, coming before a fall. You about ready to fall when you're so high, so up. You have to come to yourself, you know. Who kept you straight, showed you right when you were, again, weak and made you strong. Gave you the strength. The spiritual strength that took over. It didn't matter whether you had the physical strength or not. I know you think the relationship kept you going or keeps you going. I know you think it's family, friends, and even lovers that keep you. I know you think it's the check, the unemployment check that you may be getting, or the money that you get through your job. You know, you think all those things keeps you, your investment, your bank accounts, you know, the refund that you get, or the money that you find. Oh, I'm gonna hold on to this, you know, it's gonna keep me. Who keeps you? Do you want to be kept? I ask that again. Do you need to be kept? I know I need to be kept from yourself. I don't care how confident you are. I'm confident, but my confidence tells me I need to be kept by someone that's higher than I am, because my confident self has got me in a whole lot of bad situations. I don't care. It ain't about confidence. Your worthiness won't keep you. I don't care how strong you are, it won't keep you full of faith. But what are you believing in? What is your faith? You know, some folk got a whole lot of faith out here, but it's blind faith. We living in a Christian nation, a Christianity, you know, is the major religion. And why are we falling so hard? Because we got a lot of false believers out here, a lot of false prophets out here, a lot of false teachers out here, a lot of false ministers, pastors, all over the place. They have fallen and don't even know they have fallen. But they got a lot of faith. But I ask myself, faith in what? In who? Who's keeping you? Oh yeah, God kept you when you could not keep yourself. God kept me when I could not keep myself, and God is keeping me now because I cannot keep myself. When others let me down, it's God that's keeping me. When faith could not be found in people, places, things, and when I thought God had left, or where was God? God was keeping me just in time. I was kept and you were kept, always just in time. Remember that. Ask yourself that question, who's keeping me? And am I going to face the truth today to understand again that I'm not really keeping myself, and other folk can't really keep me? Things, people, places, and things can't keep me. Only the Creator can keep you. Which gets back again to sacred identity. Amazon.com. Sacred Identity 9@gmail.com. Hey, look, this is a journey that we're undertaking, but it's worth taking, don't you think? Have a